travelers, Merry Vlogmas. I hope you're enjoying some of these videos and getting some good tips as you travel, especially during the holidays. Today, I want to talk to you about gifting your kids travel and experiences. We love the idea of not filling our house full of more tiny plastic toys and gifting experiences as much as we possibly can. And for how much we love travel, we could tell our kids, oh yeah, that trip, that's your birthday gift or that's your Christmas gift. But what does it really mean to give travel to your children for Christmas? And what does that look like in practicality? So tip one is to listen for what they actually want to do. For example, last year, our son watches a lot of YouTube and watches Unspeakable. And if you have a boy, there's a good chance you know who I'm talking about. And last year, Unspeakable was hosting a big event in an arena in Texas called Unspeakable Live. And we thought, this is really not something that either of us would book as a vacation on our own, but Asher really wanted to go. And so we said, why not? We're not buying him a $300 video game console. We're not paying for a bunch of little tiny toys. He really did not have that much to open on that day, but we booked tickets for Unspeakable Live. That did mean booking airfare, hotel, a couple of meals, and the plan was for Nick to take him, so it was just a 2-people trip instead of a 5-person trip. For this trip, a couple things happened that you should be aware of as you're planning your own trips. One, when we gifted it to him, it was a huge success. So much so that Nora was really disappointed that she was left out.
You're lucky. That's a really cool gift.
How about this? You can go with me.
I guess we have to buy another ticket. And so we had to add on another person to the trip. This might happen. You have to decide if you're willing to do that or not. 2, when you're booking stuff for kids, there's, I think, a higher likelihood that your trip might get changed or canceled. We really like to book these kinds of trips using points, if at all possible. If you have airline points, this is the right kind of trip to save them for, because you can pay for regular tickets or you can pay for refundable tickets, which are usually a little more expensive. But if you buy your tickets using points, you're paying the regular price, but because they're booked with points, they are refundable. Therefore, using points basically gets you free refundability. I would take that every chance I got, particularly when it was a trip focused around kids. The kind of trip that your kid is going to go on is probably going to be shorter. It's probably not going to be as extravagant as you think. I know a lot of people, they decide that they're going to gift their kid a trip to Disney and they're going to leave Christmas Day and drive to Florida, or they're going to pick up their kid from school and surprise them by going straight to the airport. These sound awesome. These also could be a little bit overwhelming. So decide if your child is the kind that needs to kind of process things. We knew that Asher would be so overwhelmed by an instantaneous trip that it would be better to present it to him and let him plan for it and wrap his head around it a little bit. In fact, we did take our kids on a Disney cruise last summer and it was a surprise for them. We were already in Florida. We'd already spent some time at Disney World, but we took them to the cruise expecting them to just bounce off the walls that they got to go on a cruise. And when they saw the ship, their reaction was underwhelming. Where are we going?
I don't know. Auntie's house. On a cruise ship? No. At Auntie's house.
Do you want to? Maxon's asleep.
We're going on the cruise ship? No.
Yeah, we are. We're giving them our suitcases so we can go get on the ship.
I'm gonna throw up. No.
Guys, it's a Disney ship. You excited for the cruise?
Yeah.
Let's go get on the ship. So you have to manage your own expectations on how you think your kids are going to react. In the end, the kids were really excited to be on the ship, and this was a good surprise. But we didn't get that big reveal moment we thought we were going to get. And honestly, because this was at the tail end of a Disney trip, they were a little bit Disneyed out. I don't feel like I should say that because our family will never be done with too much Disney, but By the end of the cruise, Asher was saying, I'm ready to go home. I think his exact words were, no more fun. So understand where your kid's threshold is and be ready to cut out a little bit before that on whatever your trip may be. That's why I suggest keeping gift trips short. Now, how do you present this gift to your kids? Last year for Unspeakable Live, we gave Asher, we printed out this piece of paper, which has since been doodled all over, but it just explains where it is. It's in Houston. It's got a picture of it. So he kind of looked at it and was like, wait, what? And we were able to explain what this meant. We even asked him what he thought it meant. What is it?
You get to see Unspeakable Live.
Yeah. You see who else is going to be there?
Preston.
Yeah. The whole team is going to be there. But this was the piece of paper that we gave him. Last year, we also gave Nora tickets to go see a show. She went to go see Hercules, the musical. And so to make it themed, I bought something to put some little pretend tickets in. Now, both this and the pretend Hercules tickets, I just printed on Canva. It's such a good app for designing any kind of graphic design. So I typed in Greek themes, theater ticket, and got all kinds of resources and just kind of stuck them all together and put the two little tickets inside this purse that has Pegasus on it. I just ordered this off of Shop Disney, so it would all go with the theme of the day. So having something tangible to go with the tickets make it a little bit more real if you're not going on the trip immediately or going to the experience immediately. We considered ordering some Unspeakable merch, like a hat or a t-shirt, and wrapping this up inside of it, but something else you could consider, which we did, was an envelope with a little bit of cash and say, we know there will be merch when you get there. Use this to pick out your own t-shirt. It's always fun to add a little bit of a shopping experience so the kids have something to bring home, some kind of souvenir from their experience. Now, especially if you have smaller children, they may not be able to wrap their heads around the idea of an entire vacation being their trip. So maybe you're going to pick one specific experience within your vacation that is their special moment. Let's say, for example, our whole family is going to go to Disney World and that's our vacation. And we're even going to do it the day after Christmas and stay until New Year's. That sounds very, very busy. Bless. But if you've got a little one, maybe you're going to book Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique or a princess lunch and say, this is your special character dining that is going to be your Christmas gift. I mean, the whole trip is your Christmas gift, but this moment specifically is yours. And that's a little easier for kids for little ones to wrap their heads around, as this is the experience. Longer trips have their ups and downs, and you don't want your kid to be in one of the low moments and go, oh, worst present ever. Trust me, as a mom, that doesn't feel good. Maybe you want to pick something very specific that is going to be their experience. Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique is great for this. I also love the idea of giving travel gear as part of the trip. For example, my kids all have Disney-themed suitcases once they get big enough to manage their suitcase on their own. This is usually around 5. And it's always fun to give these so that it's just a little more fun whenever you go. And I love that they teach some added responsibility. Can you think of any other ways that you can plan to give travel or experiences to your kids? Let me know in the comments. You know I would love some new suggestions. And I'll let you know what we end up giving this year. And guys, if you haven't yet, if you can please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before New Year's, and I will pop the champagne if it happens. So join along with us on all of our travels to see where we're going in 2024. I hope you're having a very happy holidays, and we will see you next time, travelers. Bye.